welcome to another edition of The Strategist. In this episode, yeah, I have episodes, what do you think of that? In this video, I'm going to go over how I attack, what do I attack with. You don't always use your best troops when you're attacking. It depends on what you're looking at. Let me show you. Case in point. Go to the battle report. Let's do a search. Okay. Alright, you pull this up and you see this. There are very few troops blocking it, and there's a lot of resources, right? Well, I guess that's up to you. I mean, that's not bad for when you're first starting out. All right, so you see that? And that's that player. So let's see what happened when we attacked them. Oh, we never attacked them. What do you think of that? Oh, yeah, we did. Here we go. This is when I attacked. I drew all these resources, which is basically what he had. Fallen was a little low. When you're attacking, it depends on what troops you're going to use. See, I'm using T3 to start with, and then I'm using a lot of T1 cavalry. The reason for T1 cavalry is they have the highest load capacity and the fastest march time of any of the other ones. So I use these T1 cavalry all over the place for all kinds of stuff. So as you can see, it worked. And let's scroll back where I got all the resources. The durability went down minus 222. Okay, that's good because you want to keep a farm where you can keep where it is all the time, so you know where to come back and get more resources. So then later, I scouted this guy, and he has a lot more resources than the other guy does, but he also has a defense. He has 13,527 troops in Q1, 77,985 in Q2, and then that's all he has. So when I went to attack him, let me show you what I did. I altered. See, I still got his resources. I took them, but I altered my how I attack with it. Okay, so let's look here. I attacked with my this guy up front because I can carry more, and I'm carrying T6 infantry on my first one, and then I'm carrying T6 infantry in slot 2, and then I'm carrying my T1 cavalry to pick up all the pieces. So in my first attack, this is the first round. It goes different. Depends on how many rounds you go, how many times you fight people. So this is the first one, right? Well, I defeated 9,770 of his troops, and he defeated one of mine. His fallen troops were 586. I didn't have any. So if you look down here, all my troops cleared, and cleared. And then I was hitting a guy with an archer tower of 1. I didn't know that at the time. And then when you go through here, his T6 troops were completely outmatched because of his hero. Kind of sucks. I don't know why he was doing that. But he lost 514 troops because of bad leadership from that one. And then he had another one. He has a fisherman doing that other one. So he wasn't really even trying. So anyway, that's slot 1. Then we had another battle. In this one, I defeated 56,330 of his troops, and he defeated 4,505 of mine. These are my fallen, of 1,082. He had 3,379 fallen troops. Those are dead. I had 2,703 slightly injured and 720 severely injured. He had 33,798 slightly injured and 19,153. Remember, the severely injured require resources to recover. The other ones just recover by the time next battle is. All right. So my T6 infantry was fighting his T6 archers. Well, if you look at it, in the first round, that's where all my fallen troops were. Okay, 1,082. And then when you clear over to them, my troops stayed 86,000. I overwhelmed his troops. He only had, what, not many. None of them survived. So anyway, those are all gone. Then we got into some bad troops. He's not really trying to stop his defense. So what I mean is you set up your if there's troops there and there's more than one march, you want to change your your attack formation. You want to use like maybe 2 slots of good attack troops and one of just to get the resources. And that's what I did. So, as you can see, when you go up here and look at it, I did get all of the resources. Okay? Now then, let's see if we can find another fight. Okay, here's another one. And I noticed that this guy had nothing there when I scouted him. Let me see if I can find a scout. Yeah, here it is. He had a lot of resources, like millions and stuff. So what I did when I saw that guy, I was like, oh, well, he doesn't even have a defense. He's ungarrisoned his troops. So what I did is I used T3 to start with. And notice it's a 35 gold hero up here. It's not my best one. And then I have this one, and then these two are both carrying slot 2s. Slot 2 has T1, and slot 3 has T1. That's just the cavalry to gather the resources. Now the durability is an issue. I didn't want to hurt them too bad because I wanted to be able to fight them later. It went down to 222. See, it's not garrison. The worst thing you can do to fight someone is ungarrison your troops, because when the troops are ungarrisoned, your only defense is your archer tower. That's your only defense. And then you're only going to let it fire one time. That's not the good way of playing defense. Well, the worst thing about playing defense is when you have so many resources. You don't want to have so many resources and have no protection for them. You're not going to protect your resources with troops. You have to protect your resources a different way. That's in another video. But anyway, this is what I'm letting you know is when you find an attack, when you figure out what you want to attack, you decide how to attack it. Okay, let's see if I can find another one here. Okay. Here we go. I scouted this guy. And as you can see, he has tons of resources, right? He has 89,738 troops in Q1. He had 36,117 Q2. 52,211 in Q3. The thing that people don't really understand is it's not the combined troops in your base that you have. It's not even the combined troops you have in your marches. Each march is a separate battle. So when he showed 89,738 troops, all I have to do is send more troops than that, and I'll beat him. Let me show you. This is when I attacked him. Okay, here we go. I defeated 206,166 of his troops. He only defeated 32,497 of mine. Let's see how it happened. When you look at it, my attack formation was with my strongest hero, and my T6 troops. I sent over almost 90,000, something like that. Anyway, and my beast is the first line. I'm using a sloth, warrior attack, warrior defense, and march speed. The reason for the sloth is it can do anything. It can use any troops. It can boost any troops. That's what the warrior is. So all my troops are boosted. It's important. A lot of people don't do that. So here we go. We attacked, and we're attacking his archer tower at 10, which is stupid, and he has a 30, a level 30, and he's using archers for defense. Okay. Now, when I attacked, I had 4,000 fallen. Okay, that's not bad. That's a good attack thing for him. If he would have done better with his defense, he would have done a lot more, but he didn't. See, he used archers against my infantry, and my infantry has got special training where it's better. The infantry's weakness is archers, but the archers have to shoot from distance. If your infantry can get close enough and make contact with them, they can't fire anymore. And as you can see, 20,000 of his troops were slightly injured and 11,000 were severely injured. And we look up here at my person, and we got down here, and I only had 12,000 slightly injured and 3,000 severely injured. My hero, because it's more filled out, did 56,161 defeated by its skill. Okay? The next one was my White Lion, and I was also using my T6 troops, my T6 infantry. Well, I had 1,838 fallen, 4,594 slightly injured, and 1,224. I still had troops that survived. All right, let's go out here and look at what he did. And his one, he had his White Lion, not as quickly filled out. I killed 2,000 of his troops, 2,082. I slightly injured 20,820 of his troops, and severely injured 11,798. He used 2 skills and got 7,255 defeated by skill. Well, I don't use skills because they're not developed like that. Okay, so now we look at the next one, 35. I attacked with, these are starred troops. These are enhanced. I lost 508, and I didn't send a whole big march, which was one thing I should have done. I did only have slightly injured of 1,269 and severely injured of 338. You have an advantage when you're attacking. Your slightly injured numbers and severely injured should be less if you're doing it right. Now, I ran into his best one, but he doesn't have it very well developed. Let's see. I killed 2,076 of their troops and injured 20,760 and severely injured 1,100. Now look at the troops he's using, T6. Now if you go up here and you click on warrior stats, you're going to see what our okay, you can see what our thingies are, our statues are, basically. How advanced they are. Mine suck. They really do. But he used T6 cavalry in his back row, which does not make sense to me. It's not, his defense is not balanced at all. It's reversed from what it should be. Actually, infantry should be first, followed by your cavalry, followed by your archers. He didn't do it like that. Anyway, that's why he lost his battle and lost bad. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me do, okay.